Welcome to Bobby Top Adventures. I'm Bobby Top, and today I'm headed to the Touratech Rally. Time is finally here. It's Touratech 2022. I enjoyed it last year. It was awesome. Met a bunch of new friends. In fact, that's who I'm going with again this year. It's going to be good times for all. In fact, I'm waiting for one of my friends coming up from Portland, and as soon as he gets here, we'll roll out. We're camping on the way there. Got a reservation. We got 4 of us going to that campground, and we're going to enjoy that, and then we can get to the rally early enough to get a decent spot for our tent camping sites. Packed, I know it seems like a lot. This is mostly camera gear and some additional equipment, but a lot lighter because it's going to be hot, so I don't have all my heavy clothes, heavy gear. This is the most I have right there, and I'm only wearing that just because it's going to be kind of a chilly ride up to begin with. And I went with the hard tusk bags, panniers, mainly because, well, a couple reasons. It's not that they give me any more space than my Olympus bags, but a little bit more security. I can lock these up. They're coming off when I go ride anyway, so I won't have them. I don't have to worry about any of the, breaking a leg, that kind of thing. So these will stay at the site. I can lock them and keep my gear secure as you can with a tent. If they're going to take off with them, they're going to take off with them, but they would do that with a soft bag anyway. So it gives me a little bit additional security, especially if I go into the store while they're still on the bike. So hard bags, and it also gives me some little table space too, additional table space for cooking and stuff. So that's why I went with the hard bags for this trip. Everything else is pretty much the same setup. Just ready to get up there and get after it. The routes look great again. Some spots may not get to just because of snow levels, but we're gonna get after it, gonna have some more fun. Gonna challenge ourselves a little bit more than we did last year, and just gonna have a blast. We'll see you there. All right, let's get it.
Yeah, I told you my friend. Oh man, they come over here on time, man. I love it, man. I told you they were here too. Hey guys, good to see you. Zach. I met a friend at the parking lot.
Good to see you, man.
All loaded already?
Heck yeah.
Where you guys headed to? He got a BMW motorcycle. Yeah. And he got a Harley.
So this is my tarp setup for the camping spot right before, the day before Touratech Rally. I decided to go with kind of a modified A-frame. Really, A-frame would have been here in the center at the apex. I moved that out, just kind of had a thing. We had some wind coming in earlier from this direction, so I was kind of, based off of the spot that I had, kind of had to cater to the wind. It has since died down, but it could come back. But it's flowing this way, so I had to have the back end of the tent staked down on this side. I still have plenty of open space, and as you can see, the mosquitoes came out, so I did hang up my mosquito net. Plenty of space over here for the gear, a ton of space for the gear, and then I can line that up. That way, if wind does come this way, I can have it block the wind against me a little bit, so that's kind of nice. Plenty of space underneath here. If I didn't have this set up, I could obviously, you can see that I could easily sit underneath this thing and be comfortable. A lot less now that I had the mosquito net up, because then I'm pushed to more the awning side. No big deal. Clear skies, not expected to rain anymore, I don't think, so we should be good. But the mosquito net setup is the first time I've set it up well, it's the first time I've had the tarp in this configuration, so I just kind of figured it out based off of the wind and the terrain that I had to work with, and then just kind of figured that one out and decided to go with this one. Plenty of space. The underneath, it's just tucked in underneath my sleep setup, which I have my normal underquilt with the normal setup that I usually have. Using the underquilt with the as my sleeping bag, and the poncho liner / whoopee as kind of a cushion, and then I have an air mattress underneath, and then plastic, of course, to have a water barrier from the ground. Even if it doesn't rain, it tends to have condensation coming up from underneath, so you need to have that water barrier. Same underneath the gear. But I set this up again, like I said, so this is a basically the Army issue mosquito net. It's designed to go on the end of the cot, so that where I tied it out here is generally there's some poles that go into the ends of the cot. If you have one of those Army cots, you see that there's a hole in them. That's for poles specifically designed for this. And so it just looks like this goes perfectly over a cot, which it does. And then there's plenty of space, plenty of layered underneath. And so you just tuck that under, and then that keeps the bugs out. Getting in and out, I just untuck it from this side, since I have my gear on that side, so I'll just untuck it from here, get in, and shove it under my sleeping bag. Keep the bugs out, and you can see it's not going to be in my face. It's going to be awesome. So it should be good. The mosquitoes are definitely out. This is the first time I've had to set up a mosquito net this year. It's finally getting warm enough. That's kind of a nice thing. So that's my setup. Post your questions or comments in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them. All right, so take a tour around and get some introductions in. So, all right, this is David. His campsite is over there, and he rides a Triumph Scrambler 1200.
1200 XE.
1200 XE. It's a pretty bad bike too. So that's David. We met last year at Touratech, and we're here knocking out Touratech again this year. That's Jimmy. You may have seen him, his GS in the ditch. It's not in the ditch anymore. It's right there. Right? Already famous by 10 people. So that's Jimmy. That's his GSA. And of course my Africa Twin. And Jimmy's over here. That's where the tarp is, and we're chilling. And now let's take you down to the river. All right, let's walk down. Campsite's just right there. So we're right on the river. Ooh, it is high, just like everything, all the other ones that we've seen so far this year. Wow, you can't even get down to it. This was all just gravel last year. I was sitting out on the rocks. Holy crap. It was super high.
I like it. Holy crap, look at the Yamaha setup over there.